Hello friends, my name is Raj Loyal, and in this video we are going to talk about the writing task 1. Now writing task 1 is mainly about graph, chart, diagram, a flow chart, something which is pictorial, something which is a picture, and then you need to describe it. It is very different from task 2 of the writing task, and you have to be very specific about what you write in the writing task 1. So what you need to do is you need to recognize and select the main points from the graph or the chart given to you. It can also be a table where just figures are given. So you need to look at it, observe it, recognize important points, and then select them to present or write in the task. There are a lot of, you can look at trends, you can look at things which are increasing or decreasing or highest or lowest, or how they compare with each other. You have to focus on things like these. So you have to make sure that you compare or contrast between points which are present over there, because that is what they are looking for. First of all, you have to make sure that you write minimum 150 words. You have to roughly take about 20 minutes, even though the whole writing test is for 1 hour, and you're given 2 tasks, and then you're not given specific time frame for each task, but you have to roughly spend around 20 minutes for task 1. So whatever you need to do that in 20 minutes, because you need to leave the next 40 minutes for task 2. So you have to first recognize and then present the points, the major points. What are the comparisons between different points given or different aspects given in the picture, and then you have to present it in your own words. You have to describe it in your own words. Please make sure that you describe it in words rather than just giving the main features. Never use bullet points or numbering in writing task 1, because you're supposed to describe the information and not present it in concise. Sometimes you may seem that there is very few things to write about. So in that case, you have to elaborate a lot. Sometimes you see that there's a lot of information given. In that case, you have to give more of trends and how the data is going through the years or through the time frame given to you. So you have to decide on how you're going to present it depending on the information given to you. Because it is the writing task, it is very important that you keep track of a few things. First of all, your spellings should be correct. It's a writing task. Spellings will be very important. So make sure that your spellings are correct. Try to use proper grammar. Grammar is always a major point or major criteria in the whole IELTS test. Yeah, for listening and reading, grammar doesn't come into picture, but for speaking and writing, grammar is one of the most important factor. Your vocabulary should also be proper. So it doesn't matter if you're using very difficult words, but whichever word you use, it should be proper to describe whatever you're trying to explain. Try not to use the same words again and again. Try to use different words even if you're describing similar things. Yeah. So let's see what you need to do, how you need to plan it. You start by describing the chart and the diagram. So at the beginning of your answer, first of all, you need to understand what the question is asking you, and at the beginning of the answer, beginning of the task, you describe what you see. So let's say, for example, it's a chart. So you start by describing the chart. What is the chart about? What information it is giving you? And what are the things that you see? After you're done describing the chart or the graph, then you go on to describe the content. The content is the most important part of this task. Like you will be describing what trends do you see there, you will be describing what are the main features, and then of course you will be making comparisons between the information given to you. Use words like highest or lowest, or top, at the bottom, or increasing or decreasing trends, information or figures which are smallest or largest, or in the graph you can see that this is at the top, this is at the bottom, things which are most or least. In fact, even in the trends, sometimes it is fluctuating, sometimes it is steady. So you need to really give a broader picture of what is happening here, and also describe what is happening specifically. Yeah. So you really need to describe the information given there, and you need to have a conclusion at the end. Now, conclusion would not be something very different or something very difficult. All you need to do is just take the highlights from the description that you've given and put it in your conclusion. So things like in this graph this is the highest, or in this graph this is the lowest, or in this graph this is the trend that we see. So you have to put things like these in the conclusion. If there are two parts or two different things given in the question, like there is a graph and then there is a table as well, you need to describe the two separately. Try not to mix the information. Yeah, describe the graph separately, finish describing it, then go on to the table and then describe that. Do not mix the information of the two. And in the conclusion, include the main points from both. It is very important. What you need to do to write a good answer for task 1 is you need to follow certain steps which will help you do that. First and most important thing that you need to do is first take some time to think and plan. Look at the graph, look at the chart, see what all you see there, what all you can recognize, what all you can identify. Underline certain important parts in the graph, or if you want you can make points as to what all you are going to include. And once you're done with that, then you start writing. So you should spend around 3 to 5 minutes in planning and thinking and what you're going to write. That will help you a lot, because that will also save a lot of time later on. You will not have to stop and think. You can just keep on writing and finish writing in one go. Once you're done writing, which should take around 10 to 12 minutes, you still need to leave around 2 to 3 minutes at the end, and we are talking about a 20 minute time frame. So around 2 to 3 minutes at the end to read and make corrections. See, because what happens is when we are writing, we are not paying attention to the little things, and these little things will matter a lot in your scoring, in the scores that you get. So you need to read, make sure that the spellings are proper, make sure that the grammars are correct, make sure that the punctuations are proper. Even if you miss a full stop or a comma, that may result in you losing marks, or you not getting the band that you expect. So you need to follow the proper process. First think and plan, then write, and then read and correct. If you follow these steps, your writing task 1 answer will be a good answer. Thank you for watching the video. For the description or information on task 2, please watch my other videos. Thank you.